Hi, my name is Ted Kopecko, and this is my story of a 36-year battle with ulcerative colitis and my remarkable recovery of significant Nrf2 activation, which is at the very center of many chronic diseases like cancer, heart, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and MS, just to name a few. So if you suffer with a chronic disease, or some of you know, please listen to the information contained in this video. It's very important. Nrf2 is our cell's natural defense alarm bell that I'll discuss in just a few minutes. But first, I did not want to sensationalize my disease or recovery, which is why I waited over a year to tell you my story. It is my hope the information you're about to hear may place ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, or other major chronic diseases in remission in your life or someone you know, or just maintain your good health. Secondly, I am not a doctor, a scientist, or an actor, but I'm a licensed commercial architect and a commercial broker. I was diagnosed with left-sided ulcerative colitis and proctitis in 1977, and the disease quickly progressed to pan-ulcerative colitis, which affects the entire colon. Ulcerative colitis is a very debilitating disease. It is life-altering and in some cases can be life-ending. Ulcerative colitis put me in the hospital 5 times with unbearable pain. I've had approximately 40 colonoscopies over the years. In fact, 2 procedures every year for the past 10 years. After one of my colonoscopies a few years ago, my gastro doctor from a major HMO told me that my colon needed to be removed for a total colostomy. He wanted to schedule me for surgery, but being very apprehensive, I wanted to get a second opinion. So I scheduled an appointment at the renowned Mayo Clinic and was seen by one of the leading gastro doctors at the hospital. After another colonoscopy, the Mayo doctor agreed with my HMO doctor for a total colon removal and introduced me to the Mayo surgeons. Well, call me smart or foolish, but I was not ready to wear a colostomy bag for the rest of my life. So being very determined, I continued on my oral meds to hopefully place the disease in a mild to moderate remission. The doctors wanted to put me on infusion suppressive type of drugs to give me some time, which I rejected due to the extensive potential side effects, including lymphoma. You see, in my case, I always had UC present in my colon on every colonoscopy procedure for the past 36 years. Well, a major turning point happened in March 2013 when I saw an ABC investigative news report which aired on national TV about a scientific breakthrough that greatly activates a cell's protein gene called Nrf2, which significantly reduces a condition in our bodies called oxidative stress. One of the scientists interviewed on the ABC News report stated that oxidative stress is at the very center of many chronic diseases. Well, this really caught my attention, and the ABC News report went on to state that this scientific discovery of significant Nrf2 activation reduced oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days in every human being, back to a level of a child proven by a blood test known as a T-bar test. So after watching the ABC News report, I did considerable research on the U.S. Library of Medicine. Their website is www.pubmed.gov and Google's comparable website, www.scholar.google.com. These websites are very special. They do not allow bloggers to post unverified opinions or comments. PubMed and Scholar Google only allow peer-reviewed scientific studies and reports to be shown from various medical institutions and universities around the world. While researching the U.S. Library of Medicine, I saw a number of studies that verified oxidative stress is directly connected to the aging process and hundreds of chronic diseases from cancer to diabetes, including ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, and inflammation. In fact, Scholar Google has over 200 scientific studies on IBD and its connection with oxidative stress. Simply stated, there is a definitive link between high oxidative stress levels in the human body and ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, and other IBD conditions, plus hundreds of chronic diseases. I'd like to read you just one of the studies I found on PubMed.gov regarding IBD and oxidative stress. It's on the Pathology and Research Practice Journal. This is the abstract, and it's on oxidative stress and ulcerative colitis. It states, oxidative stress develops particularly in inflammatory reactions because the inflammatory cells, neutrophils and macrophages, produce large amounts of free radicals, the bad guys. It has been known for a long time that oxidative stress in inflamed tissue can pave the way for malignant tumors, which is a major pathogenic factor for the well-established correlation between inflammatory diseases and cancer. The last sentence is super important. Oxidative stress has long been associated with the pathogenesis of chronic inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, and related colon cancer. So after reading a number of these scientific studies on oxidative stress and disease, it became very apparent that oxidative stress is part of many chronic disease processes that affect our bodies. In the ABC News report that I saw, They investigated a nutrigenomic discovery called protandim, which significantly reduced oxidative stress in the human body by over 40% by significant Nrf2 pathway activation. In fact, protandim is one of the strongest activators of Nrf2 in the world today. So in April 2013, I started taking protandim. After several weeks, I felt a sense of well-being, a feeling that I've not felt like in a very long time. My UC symptoms started to diminish over 6 months. I had my last colonoscopy in September 2013. After my procedure, my doctor told me that my colon looked perfectly healthy. I have his report right here, and in it he states, I did not see any sign of ulcerative colitis, no sign of polyps or cancer. This was in the entire colon. This was the first clear report I had in 36 years with no evidence of ulcerative colitis anywhere in the colon. I'm excited to tell you, I am in complete remission of ulcerative colitis since September 2013, over 1 year ago. I have taken numerous pharmaceutical drugs, including many steroids, with terrible side effects, and I have been on various UC-restricted diets to treat my disease over the years. Today I take no pharmaceutical drugs, and I have no dietary restrictions. I would like to strongly emphasize, protandim did not know I had ulcerative colitis or any chronic disease, but that you may experience the same result. In fact, protandim does not cure, treat, diagnose, mitigate, or prevent any diseases or signs or symptoms of disease. All protandim does is one thing extremely well. It significantly activates the Nrf2 protein gene in all of our cells. Nrf2's special pathway is to sound the fire alarm to alert our own body's naturally produced antioxidant defense enzymes, the good guys, to protect the cell when the cell is being ravaged and damaged by toxic free radicals, the bad guys. When our body starts to age past our teen years, Nrf2 alarm bell starts to fade in its ability to activate and release these naturally occurring antioxidant defense enzymes in our cells to protect our bodies from aging and chronic disease. Scientifically proven, protandim upregulates Nrf2 and by doing so decreases oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days, thereby removing over 1 million free radicals, the bad guys, every second of every day from our bodies. This is how our bodies are supposed to work, without synthetic drugs and direct antioxidants that we buy from the pharmacy, vitamin store, or grocery store. Significant Nrf2 activation is cutting-edge science in wellness and real health care. In fact, protandim was named the most potent inducer of Nrf2 in a major cross-comparison pharmaceutical drug study regarding MS. Today, there are 16 scientific peer-reviewed studies listed in the U.S. Library of Medicine on protandim by various universities like LSU, Ohio State, and University of Colorado, just to name a few. In fact, the American Heart Association has published 3 scientific studies on protandim and cardiovascular disease. The Mayo Clinic just completed a 2014 transitional study on ovarian cancer and protandim. For your information, protandim is made by LifeVantage, which is a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. Its stock ticker is LFVN. The United States SEC Form 10Q states LifeVantage industry is major drugs, and the sector is healthcare. Protandim is known as a nutrigenomic and is completely natural. Presently, protandim has 8 patents, is distributed in 7 countries, with many more countries just waiting to open. I was so amazed with my UC recovery that I joined LifeVantage as an independent distributor so I could help inform many others throughout the world of this major discovery and significant Nrf2 activation. Please email me, I'll forward you the web link to the ABC News Report. That's the one I saw. You can contact me through my email at ted.lvhealth@gmail.com, or you can visit my website at www.lifevantage.com/TedK, which has great information on protandim and LifeVantage. Feel free to leave your contact information on my website with any questions, and I'll personally email you back. Also, I'm more than happy to email you the published scientific studies on protandim plus oxidative stress regarding any disease and company information on protandim. Finally, if you'd like to join me to inform others of this exciting scientific discovery of protandim with Nrf2 activation, please email me. I will forward you the information on how you can be part of our world team supporting living longer, stronger, and healthier lives. Imagine the difference you can make in the lives of people throughout the world, as it has done for me, in letting others know of this amazing discovery. Significant Nrf2 activation is our body's virtual wellness passport to anti-aging, our longevity, and continued good health. Thank you for taking a few minutes today and listening to my story. I sincerely hope this information will help you, a loved one, or someone you may know. Please write down the contact information at the end of this video and share this video and information with your family and friends. Let me know how I can help you, and I look forward to hearing from you very soon. To your great health, happiness, and God bless.
TV networks, physicians, and state universities have researched Protandim and found it to be the most powerful supplement you can take to protect yourself from aging. Protandim is scientifically proven to reduce oxidative stress by an average of 40% in just 30 days, slowing the cell aging process to the level of a 20-year-old.